What if your home could do more than just give you a place to live? What if it could become a tax-free ATM for you, generating you cash flow and tax benefits at the exact same time that could allow you to fund your next investment? Today, I'm going to show you a simple, proven strategy that high-income earners and savvy investors have used for decades to turn their home into a wealth-building machine. Without further ado, let's dive in. Welcome back to our channel, guys. For those of you guys that are new, my name is Karlton Dennis, licensed enrolled agent, and here we help everyday taxpayers get closer to tax-free wealth. And the only way to do that is by getting educated. So sit back and buckle up because we're gonna go over some concepts here that can help you leverage your home for some tax benefits. If you are new, just be aware that we teach tax strategies every single week. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button. All right, let's get started. Step number one is getting access to a HELOC or doing a cash out refinance on your primary residence. A HELOC is a home equity line of credit. It's a loan that lets you borrow against the equity in your primary home. It works like a credit card. The lender will set a maximum borrowing limit based on your home's value minus your current mortgage, and then you can draw funds as needed during the draw period. You only pay interest on the amount you borrow, and then the borrowed money itself is not considered taxable income. That's the magic. With a cash out refi, on the other hand, it replaces your existing mortgage with a brand new, larger mortgage. You receive the difference between the new loan and your remaining mortgage balance as a lump sum of cash at closing. This allows homeowners to access significant equity in one transaction, often at a fixed interest rate. And like a HELOC, the cash out refinance is not taxable. It can be used to fund investments, renovations, or other financial goals. Both of these tools are used to unlock home equity, but they differ in structure and flexibility. A HELOC provides ongoing access to funds with variable interest rates and lower upfront costs, making it useful for staged expenses or smaller investments. And a cash out refinance offers a lump sum, usually at a fixed rate, giving people the ability to reinvest all at once. Step number two is using the funds to buy a rental property. Here's where things get really interesting. If you happen to go down the route of a short-term rental and your tenants stay on average 7 days or less, and you manage the property for 100 hours during the year, I gotta tell you something. You're doing the short-term rental rule. This is huge because it means the IRS will allow you to offset your W-2 and 1099 income with the tax deductions from your rental property. The expenses like your mortgage interest, your utilities, your maintenance, your management fees, and yes, depreciation can offset active and W-2 and 1099 income. For example, imagine you buy a single family home as a dedicated short-term rental. The property generates $2,500 a month on Airbnb.com. And over the course of the year, the income may cover some expenses, but you also get to deduct a portion of the cost against your regular income. Suddenly, the property isn't just an income generator, it's a tax reduction machine. Airbnb gives you this control, and with a property that's rented that's optimized for cash flow, high earners often see hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax savings on top of thousands of dollars in cash flow. We call that tax-free wealth. Now, before we move on, here's a quick reality check for high-income earners. Many people making at least $300,000 per year overpay on taxes because their CPA is primarily focused on tax compliance and tax filing. They're primarily not focused on strategic tax reduction. That's fine at lower income levels, but if you are making over $300K, it's expensive for you not to have a tax plan. Our team helps with high-income earners to implement advanced IRS compliance strategies that can literally reduce your tax liability by 50 to 100%. If you want to see what you may have been missing out on, book a call through the link in the description below. Now back to this video. Here's step number three and where it gets fun. You got to perform a cost segregation study. Increasing your tax benefits is typically done through a cost segregation study on a short-term rental or a residential home. Rental properties depreciate over 27.5 years, but when you do a cost seg, you're depreciating components over 5, 7, or 15 years. This allows for the landlord to have an upfront deduction. And with 100% bonus depreciation restored with the one big beautiful bill, many taxpayers are seeing a large percentage of these accelerated components written off in the first year. Together with the cost segregation study and bonus depreciation, you're front-loading depreciation, creating a large paper loss, and that paper loss can reduce taxable income early in the investment. Now, depending on the value of the property you buy, combining a cost segregation study with bonus depreciation could potentially result in a year one deduction worth a high 5 or even over 6-figure deduction for you, depending on the property that you bought, which in most cases can sometimes wipe out all of your W-2 or 1099 income. At Tax Alchemy, we saw this happen with over 100 taxpayers last year. I see that many taxpayers who are utilizing this strategy genuinely care about running an Airbnb business while also receiving tax savings. Step number 4, let's repeat this and build wealth. As you see here, if I can leverage money from my own property, then go buy an Airbnb Airbnb that then gives me cash flow that offsets my W-2 and 1099 income with a cost segregation study and bonus depreciation, I'm maximizing my savings by tapping into equity through a HELOC or a cash out refi to create wealth for myself. I'm like my own bank now. Each new property adds more cash flow, adds more tax benefits, and more appreciation. Keep in mind, it also adds more debt too. You have to be okay with that. But over time, repeating the cycle can turn your primary home and subsequent rentals into long-term wealth. This is how many taxpayers I work with have built their wealth over decades. Cash flow is the advantage, tax benefits is the next advantage. As your portfolio grows, you're not just generating rental income, you're creating a system where money works harder for you, reducing your taxable income too at the exact same time, and building more and more equity in investment properties for wealth building. For high-income earners, this can translate into financial freedom over time, the ability to fund future investments, and the ability to stop relying on just traditional income alone. Now, I'm going to show you an example of this strategy in action so you can fully understand how it works. Here we go. Sarah, who is a W-2 earner, is making $300,000 per year. She owns a primary home worth $500,000. Now, with her remaining mortgage of $300,000, she decides that she's going to take out a HELOC for $100K, giving her access to cash without it being considered taxable income. This money becomes her seed capital for her first investment property. And while her primary home is still there, she can still pay down the debt and build equity. So if Sarah uses the $100K from her HELOC to buy a single family home in a popular vacation area, and she decides to convert it into an Airbnb. It makes $2,500 a month. She manages it for 100 hours. Her guests stay in the property 7 days or less on average. This means all expenses, including the mortgage interest, the utilities, the maintenance, and the depreciation, can offset her W-2 income, legally reducing her taxable income. So after purchasing the property, Sarah commissions a cost segregation study. She breaks down her property into appliances, flooring, roof, and she's able to use bonus depreciation to deduct a large portion of these costs in the first year. As a result, she generates $120,000 paper loss, which saves her roughly $40K in taxes in year one. Now, once Sarah completes this first cycle, she just repeats the process. She taps equity from her rental property or her primary residence via HELOC to fund another short-term rental. Each new property adds cash flow, tax advantages, appreciation. Sarah can build a portfolio with tax-advantaged rentals that compounds her cash flow and wealth, giving her financial freedom, offsetting her W-2 income at the exact same time. Here's why this works so well. The strategy works because it leverages the two most powerful forces in wealth building: tax efficiency and leverage. By using a HELOC or a cash out refinance, you're accessing capital without triggering a taxable event. When that capital is then deployed into a business like a short-term rental, you're not just earning income, you're legally creating paper losses that offset other taxable income. This dual effect that's happening is generating cash flow while also reducing your taxable income. And you multiply that, and your financial efficiency starts to grow over time. Now, another reason why this approach is so effective is that it compounds over time. Each property you acquire adds another layer of cash flow, adds another layer of appreciation and tax benefits. So by repeating the cycle, you create a self-funding system where one property helps finance the next. That snowball effect accelerates wealth creation far faster than traditional savings or investing strategies could ever do it. Using untaxed capital into assets that generate both cash and tax advantages, that's a must in my book. Finally, the strategies have to align with IRS rules, short-term rentals, bonus depreciation, cost segs. You have to understand the rules. Many investors overlook these opportunities, but when structured properly, the system allows high-income earners to legally minimize their tax bill and build wealth. In essence, your home and your rentals aren't just assets. They become tools that work together to generate cash flow. Guess what, guys? This cycle can be repeated and scaled. Capital gains also come with some exclusions. When you sell your primary home down the line, you may qualify for a capital gains tax exclusion under IRS rules, which can let you have a significant portion of your property be completely tax-free. Specifically, if you owned and lived in the home for at least 2 of the last 5 years, you can exclude up to $250,000 of gain if you're single, or $500,000 of gain if you're married filing joint. This means if the sale of your primary residence generates a profit below these thresholds, you don't owe any federal capital gains tax on the amount. The exclusion can be a powerful tool for turning appreciation in your primary residence into tax-free wealth, especially when combined with other real estate strategies like the ones I just discussed earlier. Now, here are my final thoughts, and I want you to listen in on this. The bottom line is that if you want to make the right moves, you can turn your home into a wealth building tool, but you're going to have to be okay with debt like HELOC and cash out refinances. But by leveraging your equity, you can invest in other assets like STRs and multifamily, create some tax benefits, do some cost segregation studies, set up a rental management company, place your children on payroll, buy a vehicle that weighs over 6,000 pounds. I mean, don't get me started here, But each step compounds. Cash flow grows, tax savings accumulate, and equity builds, creating a cycle that accelerates your financial progress year after year. The beauty of this approach is that it's both repeatable and scalable. And once you complete one cycle, the process can then be repeated because you get it. And each time you unlock additional capital, guess what? You're acquiring more income producing properties. So over time, if you start this process, your single investment can evolve into a portfolio of properties that fund future investments, that can generate tax-free wealth and provide long-term financial security. As always, you know what I'm going to say. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm here to help you, and Karlton is a tax strategist that's there to support you. I don't just file returns. I'm here to help you leverage the tax code. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.